Okay, hello, welcome back. This is going to be the last little video of this restoration. It's coming on really well. I'm really pleased. I have given a final little tune up, and I'll play it at the end of this little video just to show how it sounds. I'm really pleased with the sound. I think it sounds lovely, really, and it sounds like it should for, you know, an 80-year-old vintage Hohner accordion, and so that's good. So the finishing touches is just to give it the final clean and a polish. I've got some special polishing fluid that I'll just show you, and I'm going to give it a good old polish up. I'm going to put some felt. So I'll just take this off because that's not fixed on yet. I'm going to put some felt along the edge of the keys. There's a little bit of wood here which did have some felt, which has just perished and come off. So I'm just going to clean that up, put a nice bit of felt under there. I'm going to put a new bass side cloth on there because that's quite old. I'm just going to put a little bit of leather nourishment on the bass strap, and I'm just going to give the fittings where the shoulder straps attached to these little whatever they're called. I'm going to give it a little polish up, and that's it really. Just give it a final little look over, and then I'll play some tunes. So I think the first thing is to do the bit of felt across here. So to do that, I think I'm going to take the treble side off, because it just makes it much easier to handle. So let me just take that off. Try to get my pins in the right order, and then I need to measure and cut some felt. So it's just ordinary felt that I got from a local not felt shop, from a material shop. So just it's very inexpensive, but it's also good to use that felt when you stick it to some leather to make some palette facing as well. That can be really useful. Right, so let's just take this off just for a second. Let's put that down carefully like that, and then that's better. So now I can focus on, maybe I'll just turn that a little bit, this bit here. Sorry, there we go. So first thing is I'm just going to carefully scrape away any of the old felt that's just been stuck on there. Make sure I just get that as clean as I can. Not too bad, most of it is off. And I'm just going to run down a little bit of sandpaper just so that the surface is as clean as possible, so that the glue and the felt will stick nicely, also to make it as smooth as possible. Okay, that's going to be fine. Next step is to measure. So I'm going to use two different rulers for this. I need my long ruler and my little ruler. Hang on, my little ruler, because my little ruler is good for measuring little things, and the long ruler is good for measuring long things. Right, so this is my long one. Let's measure this as carefully as I can. So I need 44, no I don't, 400, 404 millimeters. Mark that down. So 404 millimeters long, so just over 40 centimetres. I'll just quickly write that down. Little book. So 404. Now the width is just exactly 1 centimetre. Right, now this is a bit tricky now because I need to measure the felt and cut it nicely. Actually, let's just put that down for a second. So let's make some space. So this is my felt, which is quite nice, just ordinary felt really. So let's see if I've got any straight edges. Oh, that's not bad. Ish. No, oh well, that's better. Just looking for the straightest edge I've got. Oh, that's quite nice. So let's put this down. Yeah, that would be nice. So now I'm going to measure me 404. I'm going to get a Sharpie for this because that's the best thing for making a mark on this felt. See how good my eyes are. And now I need to do a centimetre in, so what I'll do, I'll just make a few marks. It's not going to be, it's going to be accurate enough because at the end of the day it's a bit of felt, and it'll be accurate enough. Right, so now I've made my little marks. Try and draw a straight line. That looks pretty good. Actually, I'm just thinking now, I will draw it anyway, but I'm thinking as I've got the ruler here, I might as well just get my sharp knife. Oh no! You dropped me ear plugs in my cup of tea. Right, get me sharp knife and just keep that ruler there. I might as well just see if I can do this. I should just do one more pass. No, that hasn't worked. So I'll just get some scissors instead and I'll cut it with a pair of scissors. Didn't really work with the sharp knife, wasn't quite sharp enough. Worth a go. So let's just cut it with a pair of scissors. Oopsie doopsie doopsie. Right, let's see how I get on with this. This is very exciting, I can appreciate. Just cut a bit longer than I measured. There we go. Right. Fantastic. It's got that cut. So let's clear this out of the way for a minute. So the next step, down my rulers and everything, is just get the treble side up again clear a little bit of space and just offer it up, see what it looks like. There we go. So try and find out which is the straightest edge. Oh yeah, so that's going to look nice. That's going to look really nice. So that's going to sit on there. So what I'm going to do now is just get some, as you might have guessed, Eileen Super Tacky glue, Eileen Super Tacky Turbo glue, to be honest. And let's get something like this. And for this one I think I'm going to use a little brush. There, so just a little soft brush. That's a bit of Eileen's Super Tacky Turbo. Like so. And I'm just going to put the glue on the wood. And just nice even coat. So this is a little touch, but makes a big difference. It's a bit like the grill cloth. It's not expensive. It doesn't affect the playability in any way, really. Or it might make it a little. No, it doesn't really affect it at all. It's just cosmetic, but sometimes these little cosmetic touches can make all the difference to just giving it a little bit of extra pizzazz, if you like. And it certainly deserves it. So make sure it goes all the way to the edges, so you don't want any bits peeling off and looking a bit rubbish. Go. So choose the best edge for the outside edge. I think it's going to be that one. Yeah, that one there. So just start one end and just carefully stick it in place. Use my finger just to push it so it's flush with the edge. There's a little bit extra at the end, that's good, so I can just trim that off. That's just stuck. And this is just, I'm just going to keep pushing that flat. Just tug it a bit more that way. There we are. So I'm just going to leave that to dry. That's looking nice. Okay, so leave that for a second. And then I'll come back in a second. I'll show you the next thing that I'm going to do. Okay, the next little job is the base panel cloth. So to do that I need to take one side of the base strap off. So let's take, oh, let's take this one off. Find the one that comes off easiest. There we go, so just take these little screws out. And this base panel one, very similar to the grill, same cloth, which is just a kind of needlecraft cloth. So I'll just put that like this, and there's 2 screws. There's one here, here, and I think there's one tiny little one just here. I think I need a tiny little screwdriver for that. Let's find a tiny little screwdriver. Oh, here we go. This one will do. There we go. So let's get this. There we are. Let's take that off. Let's just put the rest of this down for a sec. Okay, that's safely out of the way. Right, so base panel, yeah, this cloth has seen better days, so let's just oink that off. There we go. Get rid of all the remnants, and I'm running a bit low on needlecraft fabric. I need to go to the needlecraft fabric shop at some point, but I've got lots of offcuts, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out a few bits and just join a few together, because it's not going to be very obvious on this base panel, because you don't really see much of it because the base strap's covering it, and yeah, so it's all fine. And because this is wood, I think I'm going to use Eileen's glue on this to stick the needlecraft cloth on. So I'm just going to cut a few bits out and get them to the right shape, and I'll show you then sticking them on. Okay, so I've just cut out 3 pieces and shaped them, and I'm going to stick this cloth on in 3 little sections. So I've got my glue, Eileen's special glue, so just make sure I've got them in the right order. Got my brush somewhere, here we go. So I'm just going to put the glue onto the edges of the base panel, where the cloth is going to go. Just let it dry for a little bit, and just put a few dots in between just to hold it in place. Again, it's a little cosmetic thing, but it makes a nice difference. So look at that, lovely. Good old Eileen's glue. So I'm just going to do the same thing the next section. I think I should take out a sponsorship deal for Eileen's super tacky glue. It's kind of, maybe Eileen's watching and she could say, "Oi, I'll give you free glue." Just put a few drops in the middle. Let it dry for just a few seconds. we go, and just do the last little bits. Bit more tacky glue needed. One thing I've just remembered is that there's a base, the air button, so I'm just going to cut out a little bit so that I'm not covering up the air button. Forgot about that. There we go. So I've not covered up the air button hole. So that's looking good. And from the other side, it's looking nice. Okay, that's job number 2. What's next? Just put that to one side, let that dry for just a tick. I think the next bit is I'm just going to polish the fixings for the strap. What do we call them? I can't remember what you call these things now. Like a strap bracket. It's a bracket. I'll try a bracket. So all I'm going to do is just get some. Can you see my strap bracket? Hang on a minute. Let's go up a little bit. There. There we go. So I'm going to get some silver, which is a silver polish, but also works on chrome and different things. And I'm just going to clean up the strap bracket, just to get that shiny. So just going to give that a little bit of a clean up. And do the same thing for the other side. So these are all like nice little finishing off touches really. And then once they're all done, put it all back together and give it a final little play. Just get a little bit of a polishing cloth in there. So I'll do the other one in a sec. Just going to get a bit of cloth through there. Get this bracket as clean as I can. I'll do the other one in a minute. That's done. Yep. So exactly the same thing for the other one. Okay, so I've put the grill cloth, well, the base side cloth on, so that's nice. That's been nourished with some dubbing. So really, I've just put some little screws in the grill. Hold that on. That's good. So the next step, just finishing off now. I've got some polishing compound. It's just micro gloss. It's called It's a liquid polish, which is great on this kind of thing. So it's got a soft cloth, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of a polish, and then I'll put the straps on and give it a blast. So let's just get some of this onto the cloth. I haven't got much left, so if I just there we go. So let's just give it a little bit of a final clean up. That's making a nice little difference. I should just give it just a little bit of extra shine. Looking nice. Put a little bit on the sides as well. I have to brush some more of this stuff because I've not a lot left. Go to the back. What I might do is just do this. Hey, that's clever. So this accordion, it's not minty. I've not kind of done a full make it look brand new, but I didn't want to do that anyway, and that would have been a lot of work, and then you'd lose some of the character. So what I've done is kind of like sympathetically brought it back to life without having to go too far and having to, you know, take all of the celluloid off and put new celluloid on. You know, I kept this back panel on because that's been on this and it's new. I know it's a bit faded. It's perfectly good and it's part of the original accordion, and so that's got a bit of a story to it. So yeah, there we are. Do a little bit more. Whoa, don't fall over. There you go. There you go. So what I'll do next is I'll put the straps on, and then I'll kind of do some close-ups of how it looks now that it's all been like put back together again. And yeah, let's put the straps on and I'll show you what it looks like in a sec. Okay, so this is it. This is as far as I'm going to take it, I think. So it's been a really interesting journey, and I've really enjoyed working on this little accordion. It's looking nice and tidy. It's had lots of things done to make it play really well. So all the reeds have come out and been cleaned and waxed and valved and tuned, and palettes and keyboards. It's had a lot of stuff done, but it's been worth it, and it's a nice little accordion. And I'm going to just do a few little tunes to show how it sounds, and it's good to kind of show how it sounds now compared to how it sounded on the first video, which was a little bit ropey. Now this accordion, I'm going to pop it on eBay to sell it, because I'd like someone else to buy it. I've got too many to keep, although I do like it. So if you have a look on eBay, it will be listed under Hohner Carmen 2 accordion. There won't be that many of them on eBay, and have a look if you're interested. And I'm not quite decided on the price yet, but I'm going to try and price it reasonably, because I know that it's you know, it is an 80-year-old accordion, and it has got some patina, but it's also plays really well. So I'll play a few tunes, and then at the end I'll just do a few shots to show all the things and show it all around to see what it looks like. Thanks for watching. So let's have a little blast on it, and see what it sounds like. Just make sure all the straps are done. Try another one just as I'm here. So there we are, Hohner Carmen 2. If you are interested, I will be shortly listing it on eBay, and to see if anyone wants to buy it. And I've hope you enjoyed watching the progress of this little restoration. So there we are. Thanks for watching.